Hey, what is up guys? It's your boy Manny from the Art of Finance, and in today's video I'll be going over my Vanguard cryptocurrency portfolio and Trading 212 portfolio for the month of May. As you can see, I have a total of £38,358 invested. There's a quick breakdown of everything and let's get into it. So as I always mention, it's always good to take a look at your investment sectors of how it's growing. So looking at mine, now I'm a lot more invested in terms of stocks and funds slash index funds against cryptocurrency, and I'm still need to push up my precious metals. But at the moment, gold is very expensive due to the war, so I'm just waiting for a good time to buy in. Now, here's a quick breakdown of how it's been doing over the last couple of months. So here you can see from April to May at the monthly changes. In the green, it's been a profit, so a gain or an increase. And in the red is a minus, which is a loss. And the amber is pretty much ambient, it doesn't really move. But as you can see, the S&P 500, FTSE 100, the All World, Coca-Cola. As you can see, I've picked up some Microsoft stock as well, and BAE are doing pretty well. The rest of my portfolio, majority is pretty much cryptocurrency. Unfortunately, it's not doing too hot. So you can see this month I'm currently down £789 in terms of a monthly difference. Now heading over to my Binance account where I keep all my cryptocurrency. My total account is worth £12,967, which is 0.4 of a Bitcoin. As you can see, my today loss is £300 and the last 30 days is £360.84 loss. As you should know, pretty much hold the majority of my crypto in Ethereum and following by Bitcoin and then VET and then Matic. As we know, currently Bitcoin has been fluctuating between the 32, 35, even down to 25k. We are in a current bear market, unfortunately. So as you can see, here's another quick breakdown of the 30-day graph compared to my lifetime graph. Let's move on. SafeMoon, pretty much I do actually need to update this chart. It's pretty much gone lower than this, unfortunately. So we're still making a loss on my SafeMoon. Looking at my Vanguard, this is the one thing that is actually doing sort of decent. So you can see I've currently invested £16,000 into it, and I've got a total return of £3,164, and that's giving me a rate of return of 40%, which is really good. So you can see Vanguard is doing really well. As you can see at the top, it is actually sort of dipping as stocks and shares have dropped a lot, unfortunately. But in these times where things are dropping, you want to sort of get in and average out your share value, so that way when it does go back up in future, you'll be profiting. Now taking a look, you can see how much I invested into each particular one. So the best one that's performing right now is S&P 500 at 45%, giving me a return of £1,908, followed by the FTSE 100, a 36% return, and a total gain of £1,219. And then the All World UCITS ETF, which is really doing well, at 4.25%, slowly growing, just slowly feeding into that as well, because I want it to be a bit more diverse. Now, looking at the top 10 investments, is always interesting to see where sort of the majority of your holdings are placed, especially when it invested in index funds. So you can see it's spread across Shell, Apple, AstraZeneca, Microsoft, HSBC, and so on and so forth. And a sector allocation, you can see a lot in the IT sector, finance sector, health, consumer, staples, industrial, energy, and a very low amount in communication. Now in the last 3 months, this is also another good one to check. Even though you can see a lifetime performance, it's also good to see how the stock market has been doing, especially in the last couple of months, especially because I'm invested in a lot of stocks and index funds that pretty much track the S&P 500 and the FTSE 100. Here is how it's doing. So it's pretty poor, 0.96%, which is not amazing, especially of how much I invested in and how much is being returned. But at the moment, everything is down, unfortunately. Now, moving on to my Trading 212 portfolio. As you can see, I did pick up some Microsoft stock. Having a look at Microsoft, they have an excellent PE ratio and they've been doing really well, especially in terms of, so their margin is 36%. They're making money year on year and it's increased by each year. So that's a really good sign that Microsoft is doing really well, even throughout the pandemic and even as stocks are falling. Now, I think this is a good pickup and I will be trying to average it out and hopefully I'll get a good win off of it. And I'm also looking into getting into Google maybe, but just need to do a bit more research and see if I really want to make that investment. Now, I do mention you should never hold too many stocks, but I thought it would be a bit more exciting to see if I could stock pick a few picks, especially like my Coca-Cola pick that is doing really well. Now I'm following it by Microsoft, and I've got a small amount in BAE. GameStop, meme stock, didn't really want to invest. Sort of invested after the phase went away, but as soon as I sort of get back into profits, I'm probably going to sell it and then maybe shift that money elsewhere into another stock pick, maybe a really small low cap business, and see how it does. As you can see, I have a total invested of £3,412 and a return of £794, which is not too bad, 23% from a lifetime of investing from pretty much over a year and a half, which is quite good. Now, just taking a look at Bitcoin, as we said, Bitcoin has been dropping insanely, unfortunately, and I think it's going to keep on dropping because we are in that current cycle. But do not fear, always hold on and ride the wave. Looking at gold, as I said, gold is reaching an all-time high due to the war between Russia and Ukraine, and because of this, gold is a safe haven to invest your cash, as you could sell it anywhere in the world and gold will always hold its value compared to currency and other investments. This is why gold is quite high. I do want to buy some more, but at the moment the price is just not there. So once the price lowers again, I will try and get into gold. Looking at silver, silver's sort of taken an opposite turn around the £18 mark, but it has sort of recovered from the 18 to £16 region. As we can see from the last couple of months, it has bounced back. It looks like it's dropping down. But like I said, silver is always good for kind of a quick flip, but do bear in mind you won't really see a good investment, especially when you're doing a quick flip, especially if you're getting into coins and bars you have to pay tax on, so it's not really that great of an investment. But if you could get in at a really good time, and so in a couple of months if it's up, then why not, and go for it. If you guys want a video on that of me trying to flip some silver, let me know in the comments below. Right, that has been the update for May. Please like, comment and subscribe. It really does help the channel grow, to help that algorithm, and for me to make more content for you guys. Drop any questions. This has been The Art of Finance. Peace.